Now, despite all that action going down, we only have 7 kills for on the drone count.
Well, and Iron Caboose is still up 51 to 40 in workers by
That's what I
virtue
mean.
of that early third base.
Now we do see Stimpack and double eBays coming down, so we're going to see Bio this time out of Scyther.
Yep, 2 more barracks and 1 more factory on production.
And he's got the old Polt Viking out, cleaning up Overlords.
I hate that Viking.
I love that Viking. Viking's a hero.
No, Widowmine's
It's
still
kinda
parked
lazy
out
right
there in the base of the Zerg, there in the top corner by the rocks.
Just hanging out, waiting for something to pass, so get some juicy Zergling kills.
And there in the center 3 o'clock position, we see that damn Viking. For those of you playing the 12-7 drinking game I suggested earlier, I don't know if damn counts as a cuss word or not, but there you go.
Let's take a shot.
Now notice how Scyther, he's a good player, and he typically, his macro doesn't slip too often, but notice how he's stopped making SCVs. I wonder if he's going to do a big 2-base push, 2-base all-in. Right, because he's not gearing up towards, getting a, if he's going to get a third, he'd be making SCV so he can do a transfer over there.
Well, I'm seeing him spend his money on +1/+1 for his Marines and for his mech. So, looks like upgrades are taking precedent right now. He's spending all of his money, and staying pretty close to supply count with Iron Caboose.
Yeah, I think he's going to try and hit a 1-1 timing. 1-1 with his mech and blue flame and combat shield and stim.
As the 4th base goes down here in the bottom right corner for Iron Caboose.
Iron Caboose has no idea this is coming. This is going to do a lot of damage, I think.
Oh, Widowmine's getting moved down to the drone line in the main.
Oh, this could
Completely undetected. Got 2.
That was a bad target. You either get all of them, or you get 1 or 2.
And it gets cleaned up. Scyther now up in supply 133 to 122. Only down 20 workers, but mules will make up for that.
Especially when you have those, you got the +1.
+1 blue flame Hellbats. With medevac support. Little harass from the mutas. Taking the battle on Crete in a choke. Banelings did some work.
Those Hellbats killed the Banelings in 1 hit with that blue flame.
Well, I think Caboose retook the supply lead, so I think the Banelings did more than that. As more Banelings are morphing in right here, and they're going to help clean up. $16 drones lost. Worker supply is a little closer.
He's just rallying across the map, and he's pushing into this third. He's not making work, he's just making units. And there's the GG.
That was a good call there, Atticus, on the 2-base all-in.
And Scyther takes game number 2. So I think that game was a lot closer than game number 1.
Definitely. It could have gone either way there at the end.
Now, I told Scyther that if he won the tournament without dropping a single map, that we would dub that forever in TOG, pulling a Scyther. So if you ever win a tournament without dropping a map, it's going to be pulling a Scyther. Assuming he wins.
Well, the only thing standing in the way besides Iron Caboose is Iron Fortress, which we will get started here momentarily. So Atticus, we talked a little bit about your experience playing against Scyther, and I know Zell and I touched on it at the beginning of the broadcast, but I know Zell dropped both of his losses in this tournament to Ian Kaboo, and wanted to get a little bit of insight from him about Ian's playstyle and what we might be able to see here in game number 3.
You know, it's difficult because... you're... Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I've had way too much to drink already.
Jeez. I think this game... I think Ein, the first 2 games, they were close games, but it really felt like Scyther was just in control the whole time, and that's a really uncomfortable place to be in for Ein. So I think we're going to see some, possibly an all-in, but I would really expect to see an aggressive opening for him. Just take control and say, I'm not out of this. I'm still here. You can't just bully me around like a little kid on the playground. So I'd really like to see an aggressive, even as much as I dislike all-ins, an all-in out of Ein. I would love to see that right now.
I think
just kind of a little slap to his confidence.
Again, like I said at the beginning of the last game, I really think that he's got to mix it up a little bit. He should know that Scyther is a good enough player to know that he's gone hatch first in every game so far tonight, and I think Ian needs to keep him on his toes a little bit and do something different.
They've been doing something like, just having, when that Reaper comes across the map, having a lane waiting to go and attack the SCV and kill the SCV that's building your command center on the low ground. That's super annoying as a Terran player when Zerg does that. Ugh, just things I have nightmares about.
Alright, Atticus, tell us about our Terran player.
Well, speaking of nightmares, we have the one, the only, the up 2-0, our red Terran player in the bottom right-hand corner, Scyther.
Alright, Zell, who's this other guy up here?
Our top right here, we have our purple, Ian Kaboo. Looking to stay in this tournament. Hopefully we'll see an all-in.
As this is a best of 5, Scyther is up 2-0 at this point.
Sorry, I gotta interrupt you.
Stream.
Everybody who's watching, we all gotta take another shot if you're playing the 12-7 game.
Stream should be good now, guys. The sad thing is I'm like the only one not drinking right now, so I have really no excuse.
It looks like... Nope, I thought maybe for a second there's going to be a CC first out of Scyther.
Well, Ian Kaboo's at 15. There's 200. And he's going to go make a base. Steady as she goes for Ian Kaboo here in game number 3. Ian Kaboo did get the fortunate scout on this map, sending his first Overlord down to the exact location where his opponent's at.
Which I think is also fortunate for Scyther. Scyther won't even need to scout. He'll know exactly where he's at.
Yeah, he'll see that pop up and say, I know where you are.
The trick on this scout, because I know that the Overlord has better range, you can get a little peek and pull your Overlord away and not tip off your location, which is what I'd really like to see Ian do instead of floating all the way in to his rally point, which is what he's going to do right now.
Yep.
Yep, there's the Marine. The Marine sees it. And now Scyther knows. He's going to lose it. I don't think there's enough space here.
This could be huge.
And that is not a good way to start this game.
There's just not enough. There's too much land there for Ian Kaboo.
It's going, it's going, it's gone.
Now, luckily, you already have another
third
one.
base is down now for Ian Kaboo here at 4 minutes. And the second is dropped for Scyther.
That triple.
Thanks again to everybody joining us on stream tonight. This is the Older Gamers 1v1 Spring Tournament. If you're watching here and somehow are not a member of Older Gamers, number one, we welcome you to the stream and to viewing our tournament. We also invite you, if you're 25 or over, to check out the website, theoldergamers.com. see what we're all about, and come join the fun. We'll have another tournament coming up, which I'll tell everybody about after the end of this game, regardless of how it goes. So, look forward to seeing you.
Look at that quick third hatch again. Got an Iron Kaboo. The question is, does he drone this third hatch up, or is he just going to use it for a macro hatch?
I know this is a popular opening for if you're going to go with a Bane bus to have a third hatch, not to saturate, but to for producing larvae. So we could see him just saturating the first two bases. I say that and a roach warren goes down, so enough of that. I'm out.
It's been a lot of that this whole between all of us for the series that we've been casting.
Oh, and there's the Reaper scouting that third base.
So as a Terran player, what do you do, Atticus, when you see that he's got 3 bases already up? Do you drone up, or do you...
Well, I can't make drones, so I definitely do not do that.
That's why I always lose when I play Terran. I keep trying to make drones.
Who knew? No, what I do, and it might not be the right thing to do, but it's, I didn't do it in my games because I had a different game plan. But on ladder, if I see this, I just abandon my macro build and drop an armory and do a Hellbat push and just punish them. There's no Hellbat pushes are so good. With the Hellbats and the Banshees, when you see a fast third, there's no reason not to do one.
So when the Reaper came by and got the scout in, he did see the Roach Warren and it started Cloak Banshee, which is about halfway complete now.
Although, we do see Ling speed on the way.
You see Iron got his lair coming down as well.
Double Evo chamber going down now for Iron Kaboo as well.
So I'm wondering if maybe the Roach Warren was just a fake out.
Well, he's got 4 roaches on the field out here in front. Sending one ahead to take a peek.
We got 8 drones, 7 drones now, so it looks like he's going to drone this third up.
The Roach does spot the Banshee. So that could be a tip to get some static defense up as we see a spine go down at the main, or a spore in the natural, and a spore now starting at the third.
And he'll have his lair done so he can morph an overseers if he has to. Now, I'm not sure what this queen is doing here so far.
I think he was coming out to attack, but then he cloaked, Scyther did, and looks like the queen's going to go down, which is very unfortunate.
We have a fast armory, so it looks like we are, and that is a lot of Hellions and a lot of Marines. So we are going to see a big Hellbat push here on a Scyther.
And we have the Baneling bus, or sorry, the Baneling bus. We have the Baneling nest and a Spire going down.
Yeah, I think it's going to be too late.
Be quick enough. I think you're right.
I think this game is already over.
Yeah, I think he's definitely going to abandon this third.
His Baneling nest isn't halfway done. It's really the only counter he has against these Hellbats.
He's got 3 Lings and 3 Queens.
Here comes the drones off the line in the main. And they are getting roasted.
Okay, so 30 drones down. This is not 32 now. This is not looking good. That's what I said. When you see a fast third hatch, there's no reason not to do a Hellbat push.
2 Banelings morphing in now, but I don't think that's going to be nearly enough. Roaches go down like butter with a hot knife. And he wasted both of those Banelings on the one Hellbat. Folks, I think he just pulled a Scyther.
You can see he does not want to lose. He's giving it everything he's got.
He's even pulling his drones away.
And there's the GG.
Yeah.
So Scyther pulls the Scyther.
You can now officially call winning a TOG tournament without dropping a map a Scyther.
That's right. And I will refrain from calling him Skither ever again.
All right, so thank you to Zell and to Atticus for your help this evening. Thank you to all of you who watched the stream. Congratulations to Scyther for his decisive win in this tournament. So on to the next tournament. And for the next tournament, let me get to my scene screen here. So for the next tournament, oh, I didn't create it. Well, let's do this. Drink, everybody. I'm not ready.
Killing me, Smalls.
I know, right? Hold, please. Created a nice little graphic and everything. Alright. So here's what we've all been waiting for. The next tournament. Sign-ups are now. I'm going to put a thread on the forums just as soon as we go offline. It starts June 7th. The theme of this tournament is going to be that it is a 1v1 off-race tournament. So if you're normally a Zerg player, like I am, you need to choose Terran or Protoss for this tournament, and so on. So I think this will be a fun twist. It'll give everybody a chance to do something different, do something new, and keep it fresh. If you're a member of TOG, go to the forums here probably in about 10-15 minutes. You'll see the sign-up link. If you're not a member of TOG and you're over 25 and want to be a part of this tournament, go to our website, theoldergamers.com, see what we're all about, join up, and we'll see you at the next tournament. So, Zell, any final words for tonight?
Sign up for the tournament. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Atticus, any parting gifts for our fans out there?
Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for everyone making this a great clan, a great tournament. Thank you 12 for streaming and helping me admin it, and thanks to all my officers for doing a good job.
All right, guys. Well, that's the official word from the big boss man. Everybody sign up for the tournament. Everybody keep the TOG spirit going. We have a great group of guys and or gals, and look forward to seeing y'all on the battlefield. For Zell and Atticus, I am 12-7. Thanks again for joining us this evening, and have a wonderful night.